Poetry is a way of telling the truth, often superior to others.
Poetry, a form of writing that's sweeping the nation. What is poetry? An art that predates literacy.
Poetry started as a way to remember history, but since the 20th century, it has moved from traditional forms and changed into more vaguely defined free verse and prose poem formats.
There are many types of poems. Some include haiku, epic poems, blank verse, analogy, poetry type, rhymes, free verse, and slam poetry.
Slam poetry is also called performance poetry or spoken poetry. A man named Mark Smith started slam poetry in Chicago in November of 1984. Spoken poetry can feature a broad range of voices, styles, cultures, traditions, and approaches to writing and performance.
A lot of male teens want to be rappers and a lot of girl teens want to be singers and songwriters, but what they don't know is that all songs and rap start off as poems and usually slam poems.
Performance poetry is most commonly used for a way for teens to express emotions through writing. So why do teens write poetry? To express emotions. It can also help teens become better writers.
When teens write poetry, usually they write about their lives, their boyfriend and girlfriend, and how much they dread school. They might write about how much money they have or their upbringing too.
As teens, we write poetry at home when we are bored and want to have something to do, or in class when our teachers tell us to do so. Sometimes we write poetry just to get our feelings out and what we want to say on a piece of paper. Writing poetry helps us forget about our problems. It also helps us become better writers.